So I've shown this macro idea to a couple of people and figured it might be helpful to some others. So I keep a spare TX auxiliary, which is permanently patched to my spare transmitter. It's essentially an empty auxiliary, so if I open this up, there are no inputs in here whatsoever. These are multis, so just ignore that, but within the multi it's at zero, so it's just completely empty auxiliary, always patched to the spare transmitter, and then I have these macros that will patch any of my other band auxiliaries to the merge input of this spare transmitter. So if during the show, let's say guitar player says his pack is cutting out, I can pop over here and immediately send his mix to that spare transmitter. It will take all of the inputs that are on the console out of that auxiliary, turns the sends off, which they're already not in there, but if something happened to get bumped and there was another input in that auxiliary, it just automatically clears them all out. It turns on the merge input and then routes the merge from that auxiliary. And then I have a macro built called Clear Spare TX that will undo the merge and turn off merge. So the way this macro is built, and these are all the same just with a different auxiliary. If I fire this one, you can see input channels 1 through 110, spare TX send off, merge input route, Dane, and then merge on. Dane is just the example auxiliary in this case. Each one has its own, it's basically the same thing, just with a different aux merge. And then the clear TX macro, which I can fire here, just essentially also turns them off just to make sure that aux is always cleared, that nothing got bumped, and turns off the merge input and routes and clears the routing of the merge input. So kind of a cool way to do your spare TX. It keeps you from having to take a bunch of matrix inputs and outputs, or having to change the routing of the matrix via macro, because I don't really like doing that because it's not quick to visualize, and it only takes up one stereo auxiliary. And just to show it in practice, I can unmute my pink noise channels and we can send those to this auxiliary. This is Dane, so we'll do higher in the left than in the right. As you can see here, when I route Dane's mix to that auxiliary, there it is. When I clear it, there it goes. Nice and easy.